No way, we're gonna get the Demolition Stomper. And wow, that is absolutely epic. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of the Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got an experiment. We've got Experimental Pilot here, Ward 2. I love this card. There are so many different things you can get here, and we want to really ramp up our vehicles that we can send out onto the battlefield. So let's go ahead and just take a quick little peek here. We can discard 2 cards and draft a card, and it does craft for, crew for 2 higher. I'm gonna go ahead and flip through the spell book here. There's a ton of different things here. Oh, the Demolition Stomper is a very, very awesome card. Definitely more like a late game thing, but I really like that card. We got some bodies here. We got the Mech Titan core, which you can go ahead and do that. The hover bike, which I just skipped over, lets you tap some stuff. This card is really, really good too. The Silent Submersible lets you draw a card every single time you attack, which can really accrue value. So definitely some really, really awesome things here. Trample Haste 6/1, and you only have to accrue this one for 1. So just a ton of different things we can get for the Experimental Pilot. This is an Alchemy card, so before, obviously I make a lot of Alchemy content, but if you're new to the channel, well, please subscribe. But second off, we do have Experimental Pilot. This is an Alchemy deck, and this is absolutely wonderful. Next to the 1-drop here, obviously the Experimental Pilot, I think it's going to be like, probably, I don't want to say it's the MVP, we'll see, but Dragonfly Pilot is also a nice little card here. It's going to be a 2-for-1 card because you're going to conjure a 3/2 Flying Crew Dragonfly suit, which is pretty cool, and it also is our well, you get the point. It is our sleeve there, as you can see, so the Dragonfly suit, and nice little card. It's a nice little 1-drop, and we got 2 little pilots here. Hopefully they can do some damage here. So the main idea here is going to be using Greasefang, and then just using Experimental Pilot is one of the ways we can use discard, because you're discarding 2 cards here. We want these cards to get into the graveyard. Modern Age, you're going to draw a card, discard a card. You do get a 2/3 beat stick later, but we're going to be pretty much just wanting to draw cards, discard cards. We got Faithful Mending, which again is a nice discard fodder because you can always play it later for 3 for flashback, which is also really nice. We got Bankbuster for card advantage, but and then Vanishing Verse, we're just running 4 of those because it is the best removal. I mean, I don't know if it's the best removal, that's kind of subjective, but it's very, very good, so that's why. And then here's our targets that we're going to be wanting to ditch into the graveyard with our Greasefang. It's going to be Esika's Chariot. Now, you just see in the land here, we're not really running a whole lot of green, but the point of the Esika's Chariot is going to be to ditch it into the graveyard because it's still pretty good if you can get it onto the battlefield. And I'm telling you, it's not a big deal. I mean, Forsaken Crossroads, you can use it for green, but that hardly ever comes up. Usually, you're just going to be taking your cards and just discarding it anyway, so it's never a problem. Please do not worry about running green in the mana sources here because it's just not a big deal. It's just not going to come up. You're going to be discarding it. Surgehacker Mech is the other really good target here. What's awesome about Surgehacker Mech is if you have Greasefang and you just get the Surgehacker Mech, you get to shoot a card for however much damage it is. It gets haste with menace, so you get to crew it really back, and then the Greasefang has it put into your hand at the end step, but then it's kind of good though, because then you just get to use the Surgehacker Mech again, then into the battlefield, you just get to shoot another thing, so really, really cool. The Surgehacker Mech is definitely one of the biggest powerhouses in this deck here. But that's pretty much the deck here. I mean, it's kind of short and simple. It's kind of like a one-trick pony or a one-trick rat. Nope. Pun was very intended. Okay, we have the Greasefang. Let's see if we can just like get this. I mean, the Experimental Pilot also lets us draft some cards. I don't know. We're just gonna see how many vehicles we can get out, and hopefully we stomp our opponent with these vehicles. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. El Cucuti or Security out either way. Hello, how's it going? This is an interesting hand here. We do have Vanishing Verse. I think we're just going to roll the dice. It's very, very slow, but we are on the play, so we have another opportunity to get into Forsaken Crossroads, okay? Let's see. They are playing green, so presumably they'll have some sort of something. I'm going to go with this and then keep the Forsaken Crossroads up so that we can play it untapped. I don't know. Usually green is fairly aggro. So this is Naya. So this is going to be Rangers class. Okay, I think Rangers class is kind of an underwhelming card, to be honest with you. So we can go for Vanishing Verse or we can go for the Pilots. I think it's more important just to establish the Vanishing Verse. So let's go ahead and drop this, and I'm going to call out white and untap it. Yeah, let's go on and untap it. And now we've got a bunch of Vanishing Verses. I don't want to really use it on this vanilla token. It just feels like kind of like a waste. So maybe they play something a little bit more scary. I'm actually going to take this. Yeah, we'll take this. I'm not too worried about that. And we're going to go for Rahilda, and that is going to be much more delightful to use this on, because that is way more threatening, in my opinion. Okay, now we can start doing a little bit, well, I don't want to say too much here. We could go for the blue source and go for Experimental Pilots. And then we don't have the blue to be able to draft the cards, but we can also keep up another Vanishing Verse. I kind of want to keep this Greasefang alive because we don't have anything in the graveyard, so... I guess we'll do that. We'll go for the Experimental Pilot and just keep up this Vanishing Verse. We're at 18 life. 18 life is nothing to get too crazy about. So, let's see here. The bad part about the Vanishing Verse is they have 3 colors here, so if they play down like a Tovolar or something, Reckless Stormseeker is 10 times better than anything, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. This is why we kept our Vanishing Verses. To keep aggro at bay, we're just going to have to take that. That is too scary to take. More land. Okay. I kind of want to just ditch this land at this point. So, we can use the pilot. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the pilot. Let's do this. This is the whole point of this deck. This is the Experimental Pilot, baby. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's take these 2 away because this is black. And yeah, we'll just do that. Let's see if we can get something good here. We got a Mind Leak Mech, Demolition Stomper. This is actually a pretty cool card. That's actually pretty cool. Mech Titan Core. Oh, wow. I don't think we have enough to really, like, go after the Mech Titan Core. The Mind Leak Mech can't be played right now. What can I create? I don't think that really does a whole lot, honestly, right now. So I think we're just better off with the Demolition Stomper. Maybe late game that comes in to be pretty formidable. I wish we had something in for the Greasefang, but next turn, we're going to be able to use the Demolition Stomper, which is pretty cool. So, we'll attack. I mean, this is kind of a weird spot. Like, I'm not going to chump block with the pilot. And I know it goes nighttime, which is very, very aggressive. So Tovolar, we can't use the Vanishing Verse on the Tovolar. Oh, okay. Well, we just kind of shot ourselves in the foot. I guess we're just going to have to use this now. It's not great, but we do prevent them from drawing a card. Ouch. Okay, now we can go for the Greasefang and then ditch these things into the graveyard and then use the Greasefang. It's not great, but this way it'll be also, no, it won't be able to go nighttime, or daytime rather. So let's go ahead and get rid of these. And, gosh, what can we even do here? Daredevil Dragster. Sacrifice and draw 2 cards. That's okay, I guess. No, we don't need that. And this is just a big wall. I mean, the big wall is actually kind of okay, but it does go back to our hand, so we're just going to have to take this thing. Okay, what do we want to bring back? Do we want to bring back the Stomp? I think the Stomper is just going to be the best thing. So let's go ahead and use this. And, yeah. It's going to go back to our hand anyway, so I don't know if they want to take this. You know, hey, it is what it is. This is going to go back to our hand, which is not great. But the cool thing about this thing is that we can always just ditch it back with the Experimental Pilot and get it back. Now, unfortunately, oh, the Tenacious Pup, as long as they can create something with over 2 power. So that's kind of interesting. This thing can't be blocked with 2 or less. So they have to put out something with 3 power. Oh my goodness. Well, there it is. There it is, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. See how I want to play this out. We can use the pilot to we're gonna have to get this Demolition Stomper to come out swinging. So, the end of combat. I think that's just a little bit too slow for us right now. I think we're gonna have to use the pilot. We gotta get the Stomper out. That's priority number 1. So using this, we're gonna have to just use this and Stomper and you, I suppose. And then we'll also be able to get something else, which is nice. And we go the high-speed hover bike. Wow, and we can tap a target creature. Oh, this is great. We use the high-speed hover bike. We're gonna tap the Werewolf Pack Leader. Oh, we're just gonna tap this sucker. Oh, we're gonna play this down anyway. But I think the game's over, right? They have 10 life, and this is absolutely insane. No way, we're gonna get the Demolition Stomper. And wow, that is absolutely epic, wow. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. King Miles, hello. It's an honor to talk to the king. Let's go ahead and keep this pretty good hand here. We don't have any black for the Vanishing Verse, but I think we will make plenty do with that. Let's go ahead and get our Experimental Pilot. I love this card. This card is so good. Because it lets you ditch things into the graveyard, and then it lets you retrieve them with Greasefang. I mean, we don't have anything to really get into our graveyard right now, and I just lied. We get our Surgehacker Mech, absolutely wonderful. So let's go ahead and place this for, it doesn't really matter, we'll go for white. And I guess we'll go for the Modern Age. I think I kind of want to go into the Modern Age, because we also need some draw, so that we can get into a black source. And that is not a black source. But we'll go ahead and ditch our Surgehacker Mech. Because presumably, the Surgehacker Mech is the best target in the deck for Greasefang. It's either A-Esika's Chariot or Surgehacker Mech. That's definitely the best one. So Thalia. Okay, that's actually not that big a deal. And oh my gosh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. We get our black source here. Very, very good. I'm going to go ahead and ditch that. That seems to be the least good thing we can play here. So Shattered Sanctum is going to come in untapped. We're going to go ahead and get our Greasefang, and oh my gosh, this is where the deck shines so well. We're going to get our Surgehacker Mech, and we're just going to blow up the Thalia. And this is actually disguised as a cost, but it's actually not that bad, because we get to swing in here now. And the Surgehacker Mech comes back to our hand, but then we get the Surgehacker Mech's destroy ability when it comes back out into the battlefield. So, Skyclave Apparition, oh, no, that's no fun. They're going to take away our Greasefang. Okay, that's no fun, but, you know, it's going to be okay. Modern Age goes into the little Vector Glider. Absolutely love this deck. It's so, so awesome. Wow. I mean, it's just such a fun little deck. So I'm going to go for Surgehacker Mech. We only have one vehicle, but that's okay, because we just shoot them. Boom. We get 2 plays out of our Surgehacker Mech here. That comes out onto the battlefield. And crew for 4, and we're going to use our Summoning Sick creatures. They're sick. You know what I'm saying. And we're going to swing in here. Oh, it doesn't have... Oh, that's my bad. They actually don't have haste because of the Greasefang. Duh. Doesn't really matter because our opponent does not have any cards to play. But hey, is what it is. Inquisitor Captain, that is a problem. That's going to be a problem, especially if they get like a Brewal Cathar. That'll be annoying. Come on, no Brewal Cathar. Get like a Spellbinder would be okay, I guess. They're probably going to take away this Vanishing Verse. Ah, there's the Cathar. Ah, that sucks. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let's see what they take. I'm going to take the Surgehacker Mech? They can't, right? It's a creature, so... They can only take a creature, so if they want to take the Illusion, that's pretty good value. Because it doesn't come... Even if we kill the Cathar, we can't get our token back. So, yeah, that's going to be... Pretty good move. That is a really good move for them. So let's see how we want to play this out here. We can use the pilot at this point. Oh man, I think we kind of want to do that. We already have a pilot, so I think we'll do this and ditch away. We kind of want some more black sources, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see what we can draft with the experimental pilot. This has First Strike, Trample, and Haste. So, oh man, I think that might be the move here. Just going kind of aggro here. We could draw a card with a Submersible, but we don't have 2 blue sources because I just put away the other blue source. Oopsies, oopsie doopsies. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for we're gonna go for this, and we'll go for black. Sure, seems fine. And yeah, we get First Strike, Trample, and Haste. That seems pretty good, right? The Surgehacker Mech. Hold on. The Surgehacker Mech can use crew for both, right? And then we can just Vanishing Verse one of these things, so we can't have this go nighttime. So, it's kind of close. But this only gets crew 1. Okay, yeah, we're just going to have to do this for the Surgehacker Mech. Yeah, let's do that. And I don't want to place down the Thundering Chariot because we can't swing with it anyway. So I think we're going to use the Vanishing Verse. They actually double block. Wow, so I guess we're not even going to have to. Or they're just going to let it go through. Wow, they let it go through. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably a decent move here. I guess we don't have to use the Vanishing Verse. We can just play this down. I think I'm just going to play this down. Because that way we at least save it from going nighttime, which we don't want it to go nighttime with this thing out in the battlefield. And I don't think using the Vanishing Verse really helps that much. 17, that's fine. It does go nighttime now, but we do get our beloved Greasefang back, and we don't really have anything in the graveyard, so that would have been really cool if they would have used that, but it's okay. Let's go for our Greasefang. I love Greasefang, especially this alternate art. It's really cute. Honestly, both art. I love both art. Really can't go wrong either way. So we can crew either one with this, and I think we're just gonna use the Vanishing Verse. Yeah, we'll pay the life. I don't care. We are well ahead, so at this point we can absolutely just pay this life here. Yeah, take action, bang. Hopefully, yeah, and we get rid of that thing. Goodbye, Wolfie. All right, how do we want to do this? We can just Surgehacker Mech for the Greasefang, and this actually only needs to crew 1. So we could just use the experimental pilot, even though the pilot does allow you to crew higher. But it's not going to matter, because we got enough. And that is actually lethal with the glider and the Surgehacker Mech. I mean, they obviously could have something, but as of right now, we're sitting on lethal. This has First Strike as well. We're sitting very, very good with our vehicles right now. Oh no, the Wandering Emperor. Oh no. Okay, what are they gonna get rid of here?
Much during my travels.
Oh no.
Sure.
So they take away our Surgehacker Mech, and that is not good.
I'm almost sad to see you go.
Okay. So now it's definitely a game. That is definitely brutal here. Gonna take him down to 4. We don't have any good artifacts in our graveyard. If we can top deck something, Hopeful Initiate, okay. So we're gonna have to top deck something. Archon doesn't bug us anymore. We're well past the point of that bugging us. So they're gonna put that on the captain.
Remember your training.
Okay, we need an artifact here, and we don't get an artifact. That is rough. Okay, how are we gonna play this out here? We're gonna have to keep the card because we want to keep food for the pilot. And now our Thundering Chariot is too small. This is awful. This is awful. Oh no. We can't swing in because the Emperor could take us back. I think we just do nothing. I mean, we literally just clogged up. Wow, that's really unfortunate though. And it goes nighttime as well. I guess now they don't get the Baruch Cathar entry. So looking pretty rough here. Looking like we're gonna come up a little bit short. We're gonna let this go through. There's still hope though. If they don't have any sort of like removal,
strike fast and strike hard.
we need a better top deck. This land was pretty brutal here. So Adeline, I think we can not looking too great here. So yeah, Adeline, we can just go ahead and pick this off. That's not a big deal. But this 5/5 with first strike is gonna be really nightmarish. Okay, well we're down to 5. We need some help here. Not looking phenomenal, but come on, baby. We do get a Surgehacker Mech. Okay, that's kind of what we need here. So we can use the experimental pilot. And how many vehicles do we have here? Technically, we'll just have 2 with the Surgehacker Mech coming back, so it can shoot for 4. Can we hit Planeswalkers? We can. So we can hit the Wandering Emperor this way. So let's go ahead and ditch these out. High-speed hover bike is actually pretty good in the tempo deck. Trample haste. Oh baby, hold on. We might want to use the trample haste here. Trample haste. We can cast this for 4. I think we're just not gonna have a choice here. I think we're gonna have to just try. We're gonna get this to come back. So let's put this on the battlefield. And the Greasefang will get back the Surgehacker Mech. Now we can shoot for 6. I think we're just gonna hit the captain. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to hit the captain here. I think we're just gonna have to go all out here. I don't know how we're gonna win a war of attrition here. So this is kind of not good right now. Let's go ahead and use this on the pilots. And we'll use Surgehacker Mech on Greasefang. And let's see. So they can double block this. This has trample, and we're gonna swing in here. I haven't even done the math, but math is for blockers, baby. I don't want to screw myself either, though. So let's see if they have to double block the mech. Let's say they double block here. This blocks this for 2. I think we're good, right? I don't know. Math's for blockers. I think we're good though, because this has trample. They double block this. This goes for 2. This is 2. That makes 4. As of right now, this is lethal. If they've got some sort of instant, I think we're good, right? We trample over, right? Good game. Wow. Oh my gosh. This deck is so fun. Van Drago. How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this sucker. Looks pretty formidable to me. Oh, we're going against green with the Mammoth. So definitely going to go against some stompy action here. And I guess we'll go ahead and set up for... we'll just go for, let's see, blue, black, black, black. I mean, we're pretty much set with pretty much anything, so we'll just go ahead and go for white here. It's always cool when you have like 4 pathways and you're like trying to figure out, you're like, oh, I have everything. Yeah, that's a good problem to have. So Kessig Naturalist is kind of an issue here. Yeah, kind of an issue, not gonna lie, but nothing we can't handle. Let's go ahead and slide these over. We went for Modern Age or the Bankbuster. I think we'll go for the Modern Age here. Let's draw a card. Hopefully we can get something to like ditch away. I guess we'll ditch away the Bankbuster. I think the Bankbuster can come back with the Greasefang anyway. So just that's going to be the best move here. But the Kessig Naturalist is really scary. They're going to be able to ramp up after swinging. Hopefully, yeah, man, this is rough. Oh, you never like to get damage and mana dorks. Like usually it's like one or the other, but this is like a decent little card here. Oh, a Reckless Stormseeker. Well, at least it seems to be they're short on mana. Did they miss a mana drop there? No, they did not. No, they did not. But we do get A-Esika's Chariot. Okay, let's go ahead and draw a card. We're getting rid of the Chariot because we don't have much green sources at all in this deck whatsoever. But yeah, we'll go for Greasefang here. And this thing's going to have haste, so we're going to go for the Chariot. Chariot is much better than the Bankbuster right now. And we'll go ahead and we'll slide you down. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. And we're going to swing in here. This way we create a token. A token of my gratitude, of course. And they're going to take it, obviously. And then we get the Chariot back, which is kind of nice. So, yep. Sounds good. And we do get a free little kitty cat token here. And if they play something, we can use the Greasefang for defense, and we can just trade with it, because we obviously have 2 other ones in our hand, so I'm not too afraid. Well, I am afraid yeah, I'm kind of afraid of that. I am a little afraid of that, I can't lie, though. So let's see, they're going to put this 3-3, yeah. Because they have both, oh, this works in synergy so well. So, oof, okay. That's a 5-5, isn't it? That sure is. Okie dokie. They don't start with the Source Seeker, though. That's kind of interesting. This doesn't have Trample. Should we double block here? I know it's not good. It's really not good. I don't see how else we can play this out. No. If anything, we're just gonna chump block here. I don't want to start taking damage. This is a lot of damage here, so yeah, it's not great. I guess we'll mitigate we'll kind of hedge our bets here a little bit. We need to get rid of this Alana and Elena. We need to get rid of this whole board, to be honest with you. But maybe we can. This deck can actually surprisingly go pretty. Ooh. Okay. Well, at least they trade. Why do they do that? That was kind of weird. Yeah, that was kind of strange to me. Okay, mate. I'll take it. I go first here. Don't mind if I do. I can't even pronounce it. Not even gonna try. Let's get our experimental pilot out. This is a really good hand here. I mean, this is about as good as it gets. As long as you can get the Surgehacker Mech in the graveyard, it's really good with the Greasefang. I think if you get a Surgehacker Mech or A-Esika's Chariot, those are the 2 best targets by far. All right, eye twitchy, you make my eye twitch. You know that, buddy? Okay, let's go ahead and drop this for white. We need a little bit of white source action here. And Faithful Mending is good, but I think the Modern Age is a little bit better. So let's go ahead and just drop this. Unfortunately, our pilot is going to be just kind of blocked out here. Go ahead and ditch you away. And no attacks. We don't want to do that. So as long as we have this back, we get the Greasefang with the Surgehacker Mech, and life is dandy. Oh, these weenies are going to be a little annoying, though. Fortunately, they can't go for the experimental pilot because we do have Ward, and I think this game's gonna be a little bit more grindy. So we just get rid of the Faithful Mending, which can always come back later. So it's a very good target. We're gonna have to drop this for black. Oh baby, now we're cooking. Well, let's just go ahead and do the dirty deed with Greasefang. Let's go ahead and snag our lovely Surgehacker Mech, and I'm gonna shoot the Ghast. They can't target our pilot right now because they can't pay the ward cost. So let's go ahead and do this. We do give them the treasure token, but they're gonna get it eventually, so it is what it is. Create the treasure. Let's go ahead and accrue this for 4. And since we have menace anyway, but it doesn't matter because we have haste. And what's really nice about this is it just comes back and we just do extra damage. I want to keep our pilot nice and safe though. The pilot is going to be very good. We're gonna go ahead and get our Surgehacker Mech back. But that's really a good thing. I think I've said it a few times already, but it's disguised as a cost, but we just get another entry effect when it comes back, so it's fine with me. Okay, Modern Age, now we get the Glider. We get the Glider, which is nice. We like the Green Goblin. Shout out to Spider-Man. Let's go and drop this, and instead of just hard casting this, I don't think that's necessary. What we can do is go for Experimental Pilot, and this way we're going to get a lot more value. So, Experimental Pilot, we're going to ditch away the Surgehacker Mech and the Bankbuster. Let's see what we can get here. There's a bunch of goodies we can get. Oh, Demolition Stomper is nuts. Absolutely nuts. It's better if we can ditch it into the graveyard, but I think I'm going to take this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This card is absolutely insane. I mean, as you can see, it won us that last game, which is absolutely just nuts. So let's go ahead and advance. We got the Surgehacker Mech, right? We don't need to place the Bankbuster down now. No. Nope, they don't have anything big enough to threaten us. So let's go ahead and take our Surgehacker Mech. Bang! We're just gonna shoot this eye twitch. This poor little eye twitch is gonna go bye-bye. Yeah, I know, they can, you know, learn, whatever. What you got? What you got? A containment breach or, oh, a pest summoning? That's kind of annoying. And we just take it! My god! Oh, wow. So we're back here at the hideout with the post-game wrap-up. Wowee. All I can say is wowee. An absolute blast of a time with this deck. I highly, highly recommend you try to make at least a version of this deck. And the Alchemy cards, I mean, if you already have Standard and you're trying to go into Alchemy, I think the only thing we're really running here is just the Experimental Pilot and the Dragonfly Pilot. So the two pilots, and they're both uncommon. So they're both uncommon. This one's actually, oh, no, sorry. They're both uncommon, so it should be fairly easy on the economy to do that. I mean, it's not going to cost you too much. Usually uncommons obviously are a lot more, well, obviously for obvious reasons, a lot more easier to craft than rares or mythics. And even if you didn't have the A-Esika's Chariot or something, I mean, you could always replace that. It's not a must. I think it is good, but you could always replace that if you really need be. But this is the deck. I really, really like it. I don't even know what I would change. I think it's pretty gosh darn good, to be honest with you. I think that I am going to make a standard version with the A-Esika's Chariot, because obviously Chariot is a lot better in standard because it's not nerfed. But yeah, really, really, really good deck. I really like it, and I don't know, this is probably just what I'm rolling with. So go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how ugly I am down in the comments below, because I really appreciate all the engagement I get, and I'm trying to grow this channel to the biggest it can be. But until the next time, I will see you on the next episode. Man, out.